This is a tutorial on the conquest of your first province. This video will demonstrate.
Thorek, master of ancient lore.
The tech and infrastructure is whatever you want it to be, as it will not be useful in time for your provincial domination. If I were to play it out, I would tech for missile units to stack with Thorek's Quarreler bonus, and build a gold mine to afford more units and upgrades. Before you attack, check your runesmith's traits. He may have a construction discount. Take advantage of this before you leave your border. Then, embed him into the army and attack with your full strength.
Agreed. I've cast the runes. For the ancestor.
You have two runes, one which adds explosive fire damage and another that provides anti-large advantages. I already have expert charge defense on my iron breakers, so I give the anti-large to the Longbeards, and the ranged, fire rune goes to my artillery. Fortunately, we have choke points in this canyon. Unfortunately, as the attackers, we can't position ourselves in the funnel. Normally, I sally forth to take advantage of the bottleneck, but in this case, the AI had so few units, you could easily get away with letting them cross the entire range of your artillery barrage before risking casualties.
Master of Runecraft, Thorek Ironbrow. The runes are cast.
I let the Lord tank an orc mob for the iron breakers and divert my quarrelers, anti-large upgraded longbeards, and runesmith to focus down the massive arachnid. I got a little too distracted with camera angles and thus forgot, but always remember to kill the Lord for extra post-battle loot. Speaking of post-battle, I drink to victory to help stabilize my province. The first turn will be wasted in enemy territory, but it will be effective upon the acquisition of the Lost Plateau. Your Lord's first skills depend on your playstyle, but a safe beginner tip is to rush Lightning Strike with your Lord and invest in character skills with your Runesmith. Move 50% of your range, encamp for a heal, and you're ready for turn 2.
Rest, feast, drink.
Attack the Lost Plateau's garrison. They outnumber us in an open field with a couple cavalry units. I send my tanky lord forward to blob the enemy infantry from my range in AoE. I then extend my line to cover the frontline bypassers. Careful with rallying wolf riders, as they may take advantage of your limited melee to come back around and disrupt your range. Occupy the settlement and bask in the perverted voice lines.
Make it fit for the doughy!
That's what she said!
Spend your skill points and recruit more units. Since I had a little trouble catching the flanks and were fighting greenskins which have access to large numbers of units, I added 3 more warriors to my vanguard. Onward to our next objective. Since it cannot be reached in one push, I encamp in my border to maximize my healing and recruit another wave of troops, this time opting to add ranged firepower, which has been made available by the turn 1 upgrade of my military structure. It's time to complete your provincial conquest. As you approach, be conscious that an army may be outside the settlement. I always advise that, if you're able, fight multiple battles per turn to maximize the XP earned in the shortest time possible. It also became advantageous in this instance, as it resulted in another narrow path. In this case, I advise you sally forth, as I optionally did in the very first battle of this run. With as many units as the orcs are advancing with, you want to ensure you contain the flanks. It also helps if you get an angle so that any shots the grudge thrower under or overshoots will do damage down the concentrations of greenskins. The AI does end up breaking through the center line, but it's held by the Ironbreakers, allowing the Quarrelers to reacquire targets and rain
down hate and discontent like a motherfucker.
Drag them! War of vengeance! Strike out! Circle squatters! No more laughing! Obey me! Lost! Longbeards! Get out, boys! Don't want to leave! Make no mistakes!
I stack the Drink to Victory buff,
Up and clear off!
spend my skill points, and make my final push.
Hammer! Curse them! Don't want to leave!
Get going! This stinks!
In 4 turns, you've secured the Southlands World's Edge Mountains as Thorek. If you found this helpful or entertaining, pray to the Omnissiah, and give that YouTube machine spirit a like, sub, and comment below, so that the God Emperor of Man will forge my channel into a gaming Imperator Titan. Check out my live stream and other links in the video description. Peace.